Hello, I'm Tom Booker, Senior Instructor. Thank you very much for joining me. We have been reading and talking about Speak Up and Get Along by Scott Cooper. We are starting a new section, Stopping Teasing and Bullying, the Tools of the Hummingbird. Hummingbirds are the smallest birds in the world, but they are also the bravest. They've been known to protect themselves and their young when dogs, cats, hawks, and even humans invade their territory. The hummingbird sets a good example to follow when dealing with teasers and bullies, even if they're bigger than you. Let's face it, every person on this planet has been teased. Sometimes teasing is meant to be playful and fun, like when family members kid you because you like pickles on your pizza. Other times it's meant to be mean, like when a kid at school tries to make you feel bad for the clothes that you wear. Bullying is more than teasing. Bullying is when people actually try to hurt other people with their words or with their bodies. All these things are bullying. Mean teasing, gossip, put downs, hitting, pushing, ripping up or tossing kids' papers or books, making threats. All these kinds of bullying are forms of conflict, but you probably won't be able to end these conflicts with tools like the coin toss, solution time, or even the cool down. That's because people who bully or tease usually aren't interested in solving conflicts. They want to start one. There is no win-win solution because the bully thinks the only way to win is by hurting someone. For the person being hurt, the only way to win is by ending the bullying. And we've got a short story here that makes this point. Every time Gonzalo went onto the playground, a group of boys from his class picked on him. When he heard them yell, "Hey, Shorty, get over here!" he knew it was starting again. They did things like tip his ball cap and push him down. They called him teacher's pet. And once they made him push a penny across the ground with his nose. Gonzalo loved to play soccer with his friends, but now he avoided the playground whenever he could. He stayed in the cafeteria all during lunch, and he hid in the bathroom at recess. Sometimes he even pretended to be sick so he could stay home from school. The boys said that if he told the teacher about what they were doing to him, he would get it even worse. Gonzalo felt miserable, but he didn't know what to do. What happened to Gonzalo wasn't his fault. He didn't ask to be bullied, and he didn't do anything to deserve it. If someone bullies you, it's not your fault either, and you don't deserve it. Bullying can be painful, and nobody should have to put up with it. No one has the right to hurt, scare, or embarrass you at school, on the bus, or anywhere else, even at home. But bullying happens a lot. People who bully usually want to feel control and power. Some bullies want others to feel pain because they think it shows how strong they are. Some think it's funny to make others cry or act scared. Many people who bully have been taught that bullying is the best way to get what they want, that might makes right, that the strong do what they will and the weak suffer what they must. Some have been bullied at home, and they end up feeling angry. Anger is hard to keep inside. It has to come out, and bullies end up taking it out on others. Whatever the reason, it's not fair or right for anyone to bully someone else. Nobody should have to feel the way that Gonzalo did. If someone bullies you, you have the power to end it. One thing you can do is use your words and body language to make the bully stop. You'll learn tools to help you do that in this chapter. If you practice and use the tools, you'll be able to stop more bullying situations. You'll be able to deal with bullying more often and with more confidence. But when these tools don't solve the problem, get help from an adult that you trust. Telling is not tattling. People who bully love when their victims don't tell anyone about the bullying because they don't want to get into trouble. They know what they're doing is wrong, and they're doing it anyway. If no adult finds out about the bullying, bullies stay in control of the situation. And remember, control is what bullies want. Sometimes kids are afraid to tell on someone who's bullying them. They don't want people to think they're tattling or being sissies, or they're afraid the bullying will get even worse if they tell. Don't believe it. The bullying will get worse if you don't tell. You have the right to go to school and not be bullied. That right is guaranteed by laws or rules in most communities. Schools should provide a safe place to learn. That means no bullying. If you or others are being bullied by someone, talk to an adult, a parent, teacher, principal, or somebody else you trust in private. If you're afraid the bullying will get worse, tell the adult that too. Ask the adult for the privacy and the protection that you need. Telling on a bully isn't tattling. It's standing up for your rights and the rights of others. Now, we will be talking about the tools of the Hummingbird more over the next few weeks and working together to practice with some of these tools. But in the meantime, read back over the section that I just went over with you. Read it over with your parents. Talk to them about it. See what they have to say. Again, thank you for joining me, and we will pick this back up very soon.